ついに開幕したドジャース対パドレスのディビジョンステージ。大谷翔平選手、山本由伸選手にとって初めてのメジャーリーグでのプレーオフ出場となりました。先発した山本由伸選手は初回にホームランを浴びるなど苦しい投球となり、3回5失点と厳しい内容となっていました。しかし、プレーオフを待ち望み続け、出場することに飢え続けた大谷翔平選手が第2打席、3点ビハインド、2アウトランナー1、2塁の場面で同点のアーチをライトスタンドに放り込み、ポストシーズンでのド派手なデビューを飾りました。試合は4回にも連打などで3点を取り勝ち越して、ドジャースが初戦をものにしました。現地ファンも日本中のファンも世界中のファンも放送局も大谷選手自身も待ち望み続けた待望の一発、興奮しすぎて腰を浮かせて見てしまった方も多くいるのではないでしょうか。現地放送局でも勝利と大谷翔平選手の一発に沸き上がっておりましたので、今回はその番組を翻訳してお届けいたします。このチャンネルでは日本人メジャーリーガーに関する現地放送局の様子を翻訳してお届けしております。お見逃しの内容を今のうちにチャンネル登録をお願いいたします。
To Access Sportsnet, Dodgers, John Hartung, Jerry Hairston Jr., Nomar Garciaparra, Oral Hershiser fans about to make their way out after a thrilling start to this National League Division Series between the Dodgers and the Padres. A heart-stopping win, at least it was for me, for the Dodgers in this game. Fell behind 3-0, and then Shohei Ohtani hits a bomb. The Dodgers just kept coming back. Teoscar Hernandez, a clutch 2-out, 2-run base hit for the lead. But this night, it's not about Jerry, even though you did say when the Dodgers are down 3-0, they were going to win 7-6. You were off by a run, but it was all about that Dodgers bullpen tonight. They were absolutely incredible.
Yeah, John, it's definitely not about me, but I know this team is different. I know this makeup of this team. We have firepower all over the place, led by Shohei Ohtani. We got down 3-0. I told everybody after that first inning, we're coming back and winning this game. Why? Because I've seen this team all season long battle through injuries and fight back. They showed once again why this team is capable of being a World Series championship team. Outstanding game. The bullpen was outstanding. The offense really got it going.
Absolutely.
You know, when they ended up clinching, finally celebrating, when they won the division and they were celebrating with the champagne, we heard Dave Roberts said, you know what? This team has so much fight in it, and I think they showed that once again today, going out there, even though they were down, they showed a lot of fight, a lot of heart. They didn't panic as well, and once again, what the Dodgers have done so well over the course of this season, 2-out RBIs. They ended up having 5 runs with 2 outs, and how about Shohei Ohtani putting on the show in his first postseason game?
It was fantastic to watch, and what I really enjoyed about this team is they fell down 3-0, and the offense kept their focus. And they kept having quality at-bats. They took walks. There was no panic in their approach. As the Dodgers then caught the Padres at-bats changed. There was panic in their at-bats, and we saw it in the very last pitch of the game. Manny Machado, after making his error, trying to make up for the error by hitting a 3-run bomb. That was a ball out of Trinan's hand, but Machado was like, oh my gosh, I'm in a tough place. And that's the kind of at-bats we saw with the Dodgers in the past. The Dodgers kept their focus tonight.
And Nomar Shohei Ohtani's been waiting for this his entire career. 6 long years with the Angels, never got to the postseason. We were wondering how he would perform on the big stage. It took him 2 at-bats to show what he can do.
Well, we were talking about really the bottom part of the lineup. As you mentioned, Gavin Lux, we always say, what is the bottom part of the lineup's job? Get it to the top for guys like Shohei Ohtani. And Shohei Ohtani, yeah, he has been waiting for this his entire life to be able to play the postseason here in the MLB. And when he gets an opportunity, all right, you get that first at-bat out of the way, but that second at-bat, he did not miss. And we've been seeing this all September. The fire, the attitude when he hit that home run, the excitement that he showed, I think that really got the team going.
Great players understand if you want to be an absolute legend, you got to win. You got to win in the postseason, and that's why Shohei Ohtani signed with the Dodgers. He wanted to make sure he would have these opportunities to be able to play in October, to get these type of at-bats, and boy, did he waste no time. 3-run bomb. I just go back to the interview he had last night when a reporter asked him, are you nervous? He didn't need his interpreter. He said, no, he's not nervous because he's been preparing himself his entire life, and boy, he is right for this stage.
Momentum is the key, right? And did he shift the momentum in the whole ballpark for his team, for himself, for everybody? And that's what leadership does. And they needed him in that moment. They've needed him through September. He had the march towards 50, and that didn't stop him, that kind of pressure. And he went surpassing that. And tonight, I think he even surpassed his regular season with that second at bat and what he did for the Dodgers.
Here's what's crazy about it. Dylan Cease went back and looked at the video. He put the ball exactly where they wanted it. It was up. Because he would have problems in the past covering that high fastball. He caught up to that high fastball. Now the pitcher like, now what are we going to throw him?
Yeah.
Outstanding job adjusting to that pitch.
Well, around 3 o'clock this afternoon, it was not looking like Freddie Freeman was going to play tonight, or he overnight really took a turn for the worse with that ankle. He went through the pregame warmups, decided he could go. And I imagine as players, when you see someone go to those lengths to try to get on the field and then have the night that he did, it kind of galvanizes this entire group. And Freddie came through with a couple base hits and even stole a base with that bad wheel and all.
Yeah, and we're talking about the front leg of a left-handed hitter. He's spinning on it, he's putting pressure on it, and he hits the ball to the pull side, which is not his normal approach. And then what he does on the bases. For Freddie Freeman, there was leadership from Ohtani, but Freddie had to show it in a different way, and he did it with small ball, with the singles, with stolen bases. Absolutely amazing for him to play defense, run the bases, steal a base, and get some hits.
Adrenaline's an amazing thing. It really is. You were asking before the game, you were asking us like, hey, what does the crowd do for you guys? Can that get you going? Can that build it up for you and get you excited? Well, he's stealing a base on a bad angle. I'll tell you what the crowd can do for you. That shows you what adrenaline, what a crowd, what the atmosphere is all about in the postseason, even despite everything he's dealing with. I'm curious to see how he's going to feel here in a little bit, in about another 45 minutes or so, when all that starts to wear out and everything. Now you're going to feel the pain, but nonetheless, still going out there, getting the job done. He looked great at the plate, obviously, moved around, showed that he can go out there and steal some bags, but let's hope he's okay tomorrow, because, man, it is great having him in the lineup, and he's important to this lineup.
So it's leadership and presence. First of all, for him just taking the field, that just shows leadership, because he knows how much he means to this ball club. Just being in that lineup, giving protection to a guy like a Mookie Betts, making sure he has that opportunity. And the fact that he stole a base, all right, chill with that. I'm sure manager Dave Roberts is going to make sure we have a talk about that. But that just goes to show the importance Freddie Freeman knows of 90 feet, and the importance he knows of every run matters. And oh, by the way, he's elite defensively. Even though he may not have the range, he can still help out his infielders by picking up the baseball. So just his presence in the lineup is a difference.
Dodgers were really good this year with 2 out RBIs. Tonight, Shohei's 3-run bomb was a 3-run shot with 2 outs. And also Teoscar Hernandez, Jerry. The Dodgers were down by 1. And Teo, he signed with the Dodgers on a 1-year deal because of moments like this. He wanted to get back to the postseason. And tonight, he came through like he has so many times this year.
Again, are we surprised? Absolutely not, because he's been doing it all season long. And when you bet on yourself the way Teoscar did, he's been a really good big leaguer for a lot of years. He had multi-year deals on other ball clubs, but like Shohei Ohtani, he wanted to make sure he was on a big stage like LA, like the Dodgers, for these type of at-bats. Quiets the noise, makes sure he has his A-plus swing, rocket up the middle, great bat path, outstanding job, coming up clutch once again.
You finally said the word, clutch. I mean, that's the word we always, when you describe Teoscar Hernandez, it is clutch. And I know, analytically, they don't believe in what clutch that matters. It's a real thing. Oh, it's a real thing. And his name is Teoscar Hernandez, because we have seen it all season long, coming up huge, win the moment. No moment is too big for Teoscar Hernandez. We saw that during the home run derby. We've seen it all season long when the Dodgers have needed that big hit, especially with those studs batting in front of him. He has found a way, and he did it once again today.
He made adjustments again, right? We saw early swing and miss from him. We saw him chase sliders, breaking balls down. What did he do through the season? He started going to the opposite field more. It was appropriate tonight that the hit was to the opposite field, that he made the adjustment. He's watched the other professional hitters like Freeman and Betts and Ohtani and going, I want to be like them. Their work ethic, their approach, their adjustments. And he has really grown as a hitter, and it really showed tonight.
And here from Shohei Ohtani after his first career playoff game, he's talking with the media.
How much fun was that for you, and what were you thinking as you watched that ball go out?
今日の試合はどのぐらい楽しかったですか？それとホームランの感覚お願いします。 試合前からすごい球場の熱気というかそういうのを感じて終始もうただただ楽しいゲームだったなと思います。
I could really feel the intensity of the stadium before the game began, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
What about his feeling when the home run went out?
ホームラン打った瞬間どうでしたか？
もちろんその勝ち越されて最初に先制点取られて相手ももちろん9回の中でもトップクラスの素晴らしい投手ですし、そういうピッチャーからああいうところで打てたっていうのは自分としてすごく特別だったかなと思います。
Very pleased to be able to tie the game in that situation and be able to hit against a really good pitcher.
JP, back left.
Shohei, now that you have one postseason game under your belt, how does this atmosphere compare to either the WBC or the playoff games you had played in Japan?
WBC とか日本でプレーしたポストシーズンの試合と比べて今回1試合目プレーしましたけども、どういう雰囲気でしたか？
比べることはちょっとできないかなと思うんですけど、球場の1年間戦い抜いてきたファンの人たちとポストシーズンのゲームを戦うっていう、特別なことっていうのは比べられないですけど同じぐらい特別だったなと思います。
It's hard to compare, but I've played at the stadium the entire year and was able to really feel the intensity of the stadium. So again, it's really hard to compare, but I thought it was pretty exciting.
Fabian over here on the right.
Yeah, Shohei, how difficult is that elevated fastball from Cease to get to, and what adjustment, if any, did you make after he got you out on that same pitch in the first at bat?
高めのストレート、ちょっとなかなか打ちづらい球種ですけども、どのような調整で打てるようになったんですか？
さっきも言いましたけど9回の中でもトップクラスの素晴らしい投手なので、なかなか投げ損じっていうのはないと思いますし、変化球も素晴らしい中で難しいボールでしたけど打てたっていうのは自分にとってすごく自信になるかなと思います。
Again, he's one of the best pitchers in Major League Baseball. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes, and the other pitchers are really good as well. So I was able to get to it and was happy that I was able to do so.
What do you think allowed you guys to sort of rally back into this game, especially after being down 3-0 in the first inning?
3対0で負けている中、どうやってチームがこういう結果が逆転勝利掴んだんですか？
やっぱりその初戦の入りっていうのはなかなか難しいと思いますし、試合が空いてる中でみんな全体的に硬さが出ると思うんですけど、早い回にこうやって追いつけて、後半もブルペンも素晴らしかったですし、後半のつながり、打線のつながりも本当に素晴らしかったなと思います。
It's really difficult for a playoff team to be able to get into and feel comfortable playing in the first game of the postseason, especially with the long layoff. But I think everybody really contributed today. The entire team, including the bullpen, especially, and it's always difficult to kind of close the gap between playing in live situation and not. So I'm
back left, standing up.
Rashawn Haylock, KTLA5. Hey, Shohei, what emotions were you experiencing, were you feeling during that first at bat tonight?
初打席の中で感情的なところ、何か感じるところありましたか？
やっぱ興奮する中で自分の打席、自分のスイングっていうのをまず初戦でしたしっかりしたいなと思ってたので、1打席目も打ち取られてはいたんですけど、感覚的にはそんなに悪くなかったので、2打席目もそれを継続していこうっていう感じでしたね。
The focus was really in my first at bat to focus on just having my swing, the quality at bat that I look for, despite being in an excited, high intensity environment. And although I was out that at bat, I felt pretty good and wanted to carry that on throughout the other at bats.
You said playing in these games is why you wanted to come here. What joy did you experience being able to play in a game of this magnitude, also contribute?
プレーオフの試合に出れるために契約されたと思うんですけども、喜び、こういう試合に出れて活躍した喜びとかっていうのは感じられるところですか？
そうです。シーズン中も長いシーズン乗り切るのに難しさあると思いますけど、やっぱ短期決算、短期決戦でやっぱり難しさがあると思うので、 今年初めての経験ですけど、本当に楽しいゲームだったなと、素晴らしいゲームだったなと思います。
And there's difficulty in getting through a regular season, but I'm also experiencing what it's like to play in a postseason game, which is a difficulty in a different sense. And I'm just very happy to be part of it.
Hey, Dave, you made a point before game one of sort of talking about wanting to get that first punch in. I mean, how the first inning sort of go for you guys, and also what sort of show about you guys to be able to sort of have the counter punch afterwards?
Yeah, the first inning certainly wasn't ideal. As far as striking first. But it was good to see us show some resilience and take a blow and respond the way we did. And even to tie the ball game up and then, give up 2 more and then to continue to fight back just really speaks to, the character of this group. And I've talked about this for a few weeks and we need to fight and, and that's what we did tonight and didn't get an ideal start. But guys in the pen picked us up, and the offense was relentless with their at-bats.
What did Shohei's home run do just to maybe open things up for you guys offensively?
It just kind of, obviously, it got us back in the game. It's just got the momentum back for us and just gave us life. And I think from pitch one, the fans were just engaged, were in it. It was just, I felt that energy. And I think Shohei feeds off that, but that was just a huge hit.
I think he's like 14 for his last 17 of the runners in scoring position. I know you kind of go up there expecting him to get hit every time in that spot, but does it get a little ridiculous at that point, like how frequently he's been doing that lately?
It's been insane, how good he's been with runners in scoring position. And so, the key is just getting him opportunities because, when he does get those opportunities, you feel like he's going to cash them in.
We're going the second row in the middle.
Dave, resiliency has kind of become this team's identity. Can you just talk about how gutsy Freddie was out there, and also did you expect the stolen base?
He was very gutsy. He just willed himself into the lineup. He was certainly medicated. He's doing whatever he can to get on the field, man. And I just really have so much respect for him, finding a way to play and be there for his teammates. And he swung the bat really well tonight, obviously, with some hits, and I didn't expect the stolen base. And it's one of those things, you get these guys that are in compete mode and they just don't know anything else. So I was just grateful he survived that. I don't know if it was a slide or it was a collision with the bag. I don't know what it was.
Freddie, you went from essentially being questionable to then being in starting lineup, then to go out there, 2 hits, a stolen base. Just can you take us through the progression of how you were feeling earlier in the day, being able to get out there, and then to have success out there?
Yeah, I got here, one of the first ones here to start my day of treatment. I don't think I stopped until the game started to get myself ready. I can't thank, Bernard Lee, Thomas Albert, everyone in the training staff of helping me get to be able to play. I didn't know if I was going to be able to, get out there today. Unfortunately, that's probably might be just how it is every day. But I think we have a good plan and approach. I'll be here at 10:45 to start it all over again. But I think the stolen base was just pure luck. I leaned into Clayton and I said, what is he? Because he was just so slow, and they know I have a sprained ankle, and I figured they didn't care that I didn't think I was going to steal. And he said 165. I said, can I go? He goes, can you run? And I just took off. So it's just 90. The guys that follow and cover, 90 feet means a lot in this game, especially in postseason. No outs. I know I took a big risk with my, how I'm feeling, but I just had to. It was just the opportunity presented itself, and I had to go for it. And like I said after the game, if I can't play the game the right way, I shouldn't be out there. So, I was feeling good enough. Adrenaline took over. So, adrenaline is worn off now. I'm tired. It's been a grind, this week, just trying to be able to get myself ready to play. So, we'll start the process over again tomorrow.
For the first game of this NLDS, Dodgers win it 7-5. They take a 1-0 series lead. Ryan Brazier gets the win. Blake Trinan, a 5-out save. Yoshinobu Yamamoto gave up 5 runs in 3 innings. Shohei went 2 for 5 with a home run, 3 RBIs. Teoscar Hernandez 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs in the Dodgers victory.
山本由伸選手は悔しい投球となってしまいましたが、大谷翔平選手の一発は飛び上がるほど大興奮でした。打球速度もそうですが、バット投げと雄たけびで一気にチームを鼓舞したように見えますね。打たれたシース投手も、コースは完璧でした。本来は打てないコースのはずだったのに、ものともせず軽々とむしろ得意なコースのように弾き飛ばす姿はかっこよすぎて目に焼き付いています。明日はついにダルビッシュ有投手がパドレスの先発登板です。日本を代表するメジャーリーガーが雌雄を決するこの戦い、私はテレビの前から火事が起きても動かない自信があります。勝負で火傷するのが先か、火の熱さで火傷するのが先か分かりませんが、火災報知器が作動することを確認してから観戦に臨みたいと思います。それでは次回の動画でお会いしましょう。さようなら。